Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a new project, and it's a project with some digitals from a lovely lady called Nanine. And Nanine has an Etsy shop called Collage Type, and she does some absolutely fabulous digitals, and I think you can see instantly why this one in particular appealed to me, can't you? Well, Nanine approached me. She does already work with Tania at Tatty Treasures, and asked me if I'd like to work with some of her digitals, and she's quite generously gifted them to me. So yeah, very exciting. So I've chosen, this is one of the ones I've chosen. I've chosen some others. This one's called Vintage Romance, and it's absolutely lovely. It really is just my cup of tea, isn't it? All these gorgeous roses. Yeah, these are bookmarks, journal cards, little stamps. I'm just going to quickly show you the kit. Nanine has got a YouTube channel. She also has a tutorial on how to use this kit to make a cute little junk journal. I'm going to be doing something different with it. So that's two ideas already with this kit. And her prices are really reasonable, very reasonable. So you've got an envelope here and some cards to pop inside. She's even got the instructions on how to put the envelope together for anyone who's new. Ideal kit for beginners, this. Lots of ephemera here, more journal cards, labels. Love these little scrolls. And some pockets. Even tells you how to fold them. More bookmarks, some little tabs if you've got the patience to cut them out. Not sure I'm going to have the patience, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Yeah, I'm not a very patient person. Look at these. You can do whatever you want with these. You can make tuck spots, journal cards, bookmarks, altered paper. The list is endless. I'm not going to keep reeling them off, but I love these rulers. Really love them. Yeah. You can use these for anything. She's even put suggestions on the top of what you can use them for. Yeah, and there's another page here. I love how it's the images from the kit muted so that you can write over it. I love that idea. I sometimes do that with kit pages myself. Just print them out in the draft quality and it makes them really pale. Right, now for the pages. Look at these gorgeous pages. I just love them. You've got that embossed effect. Really pretty. Oh, I do like that. I'd fussy cut those. I really would. Look. There's plenty. It's a really big kit, this as well. Really big kit. I'll put all the links in the description below. I'm going to have some fun with this today. Oh, ticking. Like a bit of ticking. I might nick some pages from some other kits with ticking. Oh, oh, oh. I've bought some actual ticking fabric. That's interesting. I've only printed this kit out today. I chose it about 2 weeks ago. And I've been waiting until I finished up some other projects. Oh, nice. Oh, look at these as well. And I know these were a suggestion from Tania. Some A4 some portrait pages. Yeah, especially when you're making folios, you need that longer image. Now, Nanine is in the US and standard format is letter size. So I've printed these at fit the image, fit to the printable area. Yeah, so I've got some to cut off. I could have gone borderless and fit to page. I would have lost a few bits from the edges, which really honestly wouldn't have been a big problem, but I was too lazy to go downstairs and print. I did it over wireless upstairs and I can't alter those settings upstairs, so I just did it that way. But for what I want to use this kit for today, that's perfect. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I really do love roses. They are my absolute favourite. Oh, look at that one. Gorgeous. Can you imagine that journal cover? And I have only used copier paper for these. I've not used anything fancy. Yeah. Yeah, we've looked at those ones. Right, so that's it. I haven't even counted the pages in this kit. There's a fair few, isn't there? There is a fair few. Oh, I've got another little kit behind as well that I haven't. Another one I chose that I thought some of the elements might go really well with this. And it's, do you know, I'll put the name on. I'll put it on the screen. It'll pop up now. Yeah, it's labels, floral labels, I think it is. And they're just so cute. I've printed that out half size. I don't know why I didn't get two. That's my printing skills for you. And that is it, the size it comes. Absolutely lovely. And these come with the labels to use as backing sheets. I printed two of each out because I like them. It's nice to have a neutral sheet. Love that. So let's crack on and tell you what I'm going to be doing with it. I've decided I want to make, well, I want a drink of my tea first. Lovely. I want to do a little ring band junk journal, yeah? And to start off with, I want to start gluing some of these pages together. Rather than print them double-sided, it's always very difficult to line up this style of page. You always end up printing one of the neutral pages on back. But I want these pretty pages on both sides. So I'm going to do a ring bound junk journal. You know, the ones with the two binder rings. If you don't have binder rings, you can tie it when it's finished with ribbon or twine or anything you want. You don't actually need to have the binder rings. So I'm going to start off by trimming these pages down here. And then I'm going to glue some pages together. So they're going to be thicker than your average page. If you watch my video yesterday, where I glued 3 sheets of A4 paper together to make a thick journal card, well, today I'm going to be gluing 2 sheets of A4 paper together to make a sturdy journal page. Yep, sturdy enough to be able to punch holes through, stick some pretty little reinforcers on, and then bind them with journal rings. Yeah, I was going to make a folio, but I just changed my mind. I think it was gluing the A4 sheets together in yesterday's video that gave me the idea. I mean, you'll notice, well, you might not notice and you might not know, I have been on a printing ban. This is the first time I've printed any digitals out for, it really must be 2 months, yeah? And yeah, I've printed these out because I've been gifted them by Nanine. They are absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, yeah, so I've printed them. I've been wanting to use up what I had, and I am making headway using up what I already have. And I've got a few things I already have printed that I know will go beautifully with this kit. Couldn't tell you who some of them are from because, yeah, I'm just bad at that. Who was it? I always forget this lady's name. Lovely's Crafting Lounge is a channel and the ID she goes by. She commented on that last video, so many digitals, so little time. That is so true. I just call her Lovely. Lovely, yes, Lovely. Right. What I'm going to do now, I've not cut the tops and the bottoms yet. I'll do that after gluing. I've cut the sides just so I know exactly where these need gluing. So I'm going to glue these together. We've got 8 pages, so that will give us 4. Yeah, there's 8 sheets, should I say. I'm not even going to think about which ones. I can't count, we've got 6 sheets. Durr. We've got 6 sheets. So I'm going to glue them together in pairs, then I'm going to cut them. And when we've done, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll have 6 pages. That was some, yeah. Kindergarten maths, you'd call it over in the US, we'd call it nursery. Nursery maths. So I'm going to grab my, I'm also going to sew these pages. You don't have to. So what I suggest is when you glue these, if you're going to sew them, glue them all willy-nilly like I'm going to do. If you're not going to sew them, be a bit more careful about getting your edges. So I'm using my Elmer's Extreme for this. I don't want these pages coming unstuck at any point, and I do love this glue. I so love this glue. I think Tanya's loving this glue now. I saw her use it in a video yesterday. I'm just going to check I've got this right way up, because I'm a bit of a one for messing things up and getting it wrong way around. So again, like I did in a previous video, start at the corner. And this is something that Neen said in her video, it's a junk journal. We're not aiming for perfection, and that is so true. And I say that time and time again. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. That was that way. And it's been brilliant for me, this. I cringe at the word journey. Junk journal, journey, but it is like a journey in a way. I've learnt so much doing junk journals. And I've unlearned so much. I always have a tendency to want to do everything completely and utterly perfect. Yeah, nothing less than perfection is good enough. And do you know what? I think that's something that gets drilled into us, isn't it, as we grow up. But with junk journals, we don't have to strive for that perfection. I know I get a lot of comments on my channel about how perfect and well lined up things are, and that comes from doing things like that for years. I don't aim to be like that with my junk journaling. I aim to be a little bit freer, but I've had a lot of years doing it. Yeah, I've had a lot of years lining everything up to within an inch of their lives, and it does come through. But that's the good thing, isn't it, about junk journals? Do what you want. You do what you do. So like I said, I use a lot less junk than some people. But then again, to someone who's not into junk journaling, everything I use in their eyes is probably junk. My whole craft stash to them would be classed as junk. Yeah, but it's my beloved treasures. It's my hoard. It's my years worth of hoarding. Right, I'm going to pop those three all together now, and just for 5 minutes or so, while that glue dries, I'm going to pop it under my mat to stay level. I went under my mat today and I found that. I forgot I'd even done that. Yeah, what am I like? Right, while that dries, I'm going to bring in some of these, and I'm going to decide what I'm going to use for the cover. Right, I think I want to make my cover. I'm saying I think, I know I want to make my cover out of a file folder, and I've got one down here because I always have some of these to hand. Right, these green ones. Now I got these as an Amazon warehouse deal. Can you see why? Yeah, they're all a bit battered on corners, so I'm not going to use corners, so to me that's not a problem. So I'm going to cut a separate front and a separate back cover, and then I'm going to use, I think it's got to be that one, hasn't it? It's so got to be that one, I think. Oh, is it? I don't know. Or could it be that one? I don't know. I could make a pocket. No, do I want a pocket? No, I'll do pockets on inside at front covers. I'll tell you what, the back cover, I'm just going to use that. I may end up pausing and printing a couple more off. You never know. You just never know with me, dear. Yeah, that's got to be my front cover. Oh, is it that one? I don't know. This is really difficult. I can't decide. This is what you do when you make it up as you go along. Oh, I knew there were more. I knew there were 8 journal pages. What am I like? I found the other 2 now. Silly woman. I said 8 and then there were only 6, weren't there? I knew I'd counted 8. So I'm just going to chop these down. We need all 8. I can be so lackadaisical sometimes. I'm hoping to get this project finished today. It probably won't all be in one video. I'll probably get so far, then get it all uploaded. Then I'll work on it the rest of today and then get that video uploaded either later today or tomorrow. And today, by the way, is Sunday. Sunday the something of May. Is it the 9th today? I'm doing well remembering what day it is, so don't expect too much of me remembering the date as well. That really is, yeah, expecting a lot of me, people. Right, get both these the right way. Yeah. Oh, I'd not put lid on my glue stick as though I know I'm going to be using it again. Yeah, of course that was planned. It's not that I forgot to put it on or anything like that, is it? Nah. Me, forget to put lid on my glue stick. Yeah. Right, that's enough. Like I say, I'm going to run these round on the sewing machine. I just think that's going to be a lovely look. I know I said they don't have to be perfect, but that was just really, that really were taking biscuit. That was so far from perfect, it was untrue. Feel like on another planet. Right, let's pop it under my mat. I'll be careful not to tip my tea over. Look at me lifting my mat up with a cup of tea on it. I amaze myself sometimes with tricks I perform. Oh, nice cup of tea. Right, so yeah, that's going to be the back. That's going to be the front. Yeah. Yeah, I want that as the front. I think that one, I don't know what I want to do with that one. I think I like that better for front because I've got some room there to maybe put a book plate on. Yeah, yeah. Front and back cover. Not quite sure 100% what the size is going to be yet. I think we'll get the, yes we will, we'll get the pages chopped down and then we can decide. Oh, we can just measure them, can't we? We don't need to chop them down. Use your brain, woman. God gave you one, use it. Right, so we're going to chop it down to there. They're going to be roughly 8 inches. So I'm going to make my cover. Shall I do it 8 1/4? Because I think 8 or 8 1/2. I don't know. They're not going to be any bigger than 8, so I think 8 1/4 or 8 1/2. Oh Lord, 8. I'm going to do 8 1/2. 8 1/2. Final answer. I'm not asking the audience. I'm not phoning a friend. Get the big chopper out. Now I'm messing with choppers. I'm going to drink a bit more of this tea and move it onto the other desk. There we go. Right. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this file folder. It is quite a thick file folder, so I'm not gonna double it up, I don't think. Or shall I? Can I decide? Am I capable of making decisions today? I don't think I am. No, I'm going to use it single with the paper on. So let's cut it down to 8 1/2 by, let's measure the width. That really helps, doesn't it? 8 1/2 by, I'm going to make it 5 1/2. Then we've got room for page tabs. Yeah. 8 1/2 for 5 1/2. I'm going to cut this edge straight first. So 8.5. I'm going to do it a little bit bigger just in case this is slightly out. So like I say, it was a warehouse deal. They're a bit messy on some of the corners. Oh, that's looking straight enough. So we should have two 8.5 by 5.5 pieces there. Do you know what? I'm thinking maybe I should have done this double. Or should I? I'm doing it double. And had I decided that beforehand, I would have only used one file folder. But because I'm a bit dim-witted, I've used two. So yeah, ever so sorry about that, people. I need it too thick. Something's too thick, isn't it? But I will make use of the rest of the file folder, never you worry. Nothing will go to waste. So that's going to be one side, that's going to be the other side, and I'm going to glue them together. How come they're not both same size? What's that all about? What on earth? Oh my word. What did occur? That's never been 8.5, has it? That's better. So, I'll put these measurements up on screen as well in case you're copying. But you don't even have to use a file folder for this. I'm using the file folders because, as quite often happens, especially when you're buying them in warehouse deals because they're battered to death, it's cheaper to buy file folders than card. Who knew, but it is. So you can use any card for this. So it's 8.5 high, 5.5 wide. I've got two sheets. These are, I think they're 250 or 300 GSM. I'm not sure which. They're quite sturdy, but just not quite sturdy enough, I feel, for a cover. So let's glue these. Do I want to sew these? Do you know what? I think I might do. I think we're going to just, it's going to be very shabby and a lot of sewing, I think, on this journal. So again, I'm going to glue these together. No, I'm not going to use my glue sticks. It's thick card. I'm going to use my Collage, which I haven't put the pin in. So let's hope it will come out. Come on, Collage. You know you want to behave. Yes, you do. And because I am now going to sew, again, I'm not going to go too mad getting it round the edges. So it's going to be quite a chompy little cover, this now. Yeah. Sure, I can hear my cat meowing. There's both children about somewhere. One's upstairs, one's downstairs. Right. I love how you get a bit of wiggle room with this collal as well. And because I cut both these at the same time, they line up absolutely perfectly. Perfectly. I've not gone mad with the glue. I don't think we're going to have... I don't think we're going to have bears trying to tear it apart, are we? I don't know why I said bears. I haven't got a clue. It could just as easily be a sloth. Do you know, I don't know if I've got any ladies who are watching New Zealand, but I read something really interesting yesterday. Well, it might not be interesting. My kids thought it were a bit mad, but I found it very interesting. Apparently, there is a problem in New Zealand with hedgehogs. Yes. They're not native to New Zealand, but they're running amok, killing smaller native species, birds and even insects. Yeah. And yeah, trying to control the hedgehog population is not easy because they're such cute, lovable little creatures. I mean, I think, I'm not sure if they're even protected in UK still, because yeah, in UK they get run over, they've got foxes after them, cats, dogs. In New Zealand they don't have any natural predators. Well, they're not native, they're not really part of the ecosystem, are they? But what made me giggle about this article was, and it said the reason they're having trouble controlling the population and they're not getting any support from the public, and they're calling it the Beatrix Potter effect. Yes, because Beatrix Potter had, yeah, the Mrs. Tiggywinkle, who was the cute little hedgehog. Yeah, which has made people love hedgehogs even more. But yeah, I must admit, I have a friend who has a couple of pet hedgehogs actually. Yeah, very cute. We sometimes get hedgehogs in our garden. You know, I've not noticed one, but yeah, we don't have a garden at the minute, we have a bit of a jungle. I decided not to cut grass, so we're going to have a wildflower garden, but I never got round to sowing any wildflowers. So it is just full of native wildflowers at the moment. You know, the thing, dandelions, nettles. Yeah, although we have got mint running amok, so that's good. Right, that's our covers done, and you now know more about hedgehogs than you perhaps ever wanted to. Now, when those are drier, I'm going to round the corners, but I don't want to go chomping those corners while that glue's set properly. So I'm going to take my pages out from under my mat, and I'm going to get chopping those. Come on, page, you want to come out from under my mat? I think I've stuck one to my desk. I think I need to clean under here, because I'm always putting glued items under there to set, as I put it. That one I didn't put back under, and we've got a wrinkle forming. So that one can go under for now. We'll put, these don't need to go under with collal, it doesn't wrinkle, it's ever so good for that. So I'll pop them out at way, and I'm going to bring my little trimmer in here. And I'm going to cut these pages. I don't care if these pages are perfectly the right size. Right, I'm just going to roughly guess where the middle is and cut. Yeah, how random is that? Look at me. How brave am I? I'm quite proud of myself doing that. Now I'm cutting the white edges off. And then I will come in and round these corners. So I'm liking that. So we've now got quite a thick page. Before I sew them, I will decide if I'm going to put any pockets on any of them. But I want to put some extra inserts in with pockets from the other pages and the ephemera. Oh yeah. Oh, very brave on the other one, but I don't know if I can be that brave this time. Oh, it's difficult. Oh, there she goes. I did it. Oh. So yes, some pages might be a bit bigger than others. It's giving me palpitations thinking about that. Pages, different sizes. Oof. Oof. Can I cope with it? Get rid of all the white bits. They're roughly the same size. And yeah, we have got some different size ones, but that's not gonna, world isn't gonna end, is it, Julie? No, it's not. Chill your bones. also calls for some fabric, doesn't it, this? Oh, yes. Fabric. I've mentioned ticking. Oh, I'll show you that ticking. I like a bit of ticking. I don't even know why I bought this ticking. I just like ticking. It's one of those things. I'd been looking at it on eBay and it kept coming up. You haven't. I'd popped some in my basket ages ago, and then you get these urgent messages, don't you? These urgent emails. You have not completed this purchase. Hurry, there's only 658,000 of these left. They may sell out imminently in the next 58,000 years. It's like, yeah, okay, then I'll buy some. Yeah, I find that very annoying with eBay. Etsy have started doing it as well, haven't they? You'd be browsing and looking, and this big thing will come across your screen saying, hurry, there's only, hurry, this may sell out soon, and it's a digital that, you know, someone's listed 1,000 of, and you're like, oh. And what then ends up happening is you take it out of your basket because you're fed up of it coming across your screen, blocking your view, and then you forget all about it. So that's not really a very good thing for sellers, is it? Because I forget. That's how I remember what I want. I pop it in my basket, and then when I've got the pennies, if I still want it, I buy it. I mean, I suppose we all do it. I like to window shop on Etsy. I really do. And on eBay and on Amazon. And on AliExpress. I quite often have to empty my basket on AliExpress because it says I can't fit anything else in it. Right, we've got our pages. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So we've got, let's make sure we've gone right way up because I've been chopping 1, 2, that's it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do like how they're not contrived, they just came up randomly. So let's decide now how they're going to go. I think the first page has got to be a bit of a statement page, hasn't it? And it's got to be that rose. Reason 26 why I didn't want it on the front cover, because I want that as my first page when you open the little journal. So that's that one. I then want something more neutral. I then want that striking one. Then we'll have a more neutral one. I like that. I love that blurred effect. Then we'll have that neutral both sides. Oh, we've got another neutral both sides. Oh, I like that. But that would look so nice on the back. So let's pop that neutral both sides one. Let's pop it there between those two. Right, so that's the order I'm going to have my pages in. Here are my covers. Don't worry, this is going to get a lot chunkier than this. So let's have a look, see. Yes, I'm glad I did it the 8.5 inches high. I am. It wouldn't have been high enough had I gone 8.25. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's have a look at the other papers now and decide what is occurring with them. So we've picked that for the front and that for the back. So we need to think about cutting them to size. I think the covers had long enough time for me to go chomping the corners down. I'm going to get my heavy duty corner chomper out for this. If you don't have a heavy duty one like I've got, I suggest cutting them before you glue them together. It depends. You'll know your own corner chomper. There's so many different ones out there, aren't there now? You'll know it and you'll know where it can cope with. Mine can cope with 1/4 inch corners, but not 1/2 inch ones since I dropped it. Luckily the guide is still there for the 1/4 inch corners. I think I want to do the same on the pages. I think I've already said that, haven't I? No idea how long this video has been going on for. No idea whatsoever. I don't know how long I took just fawning over those digitals. So that's my first one. So what I think I'm going to do, yeah, I'll finish chomping those corners off camera because you don't want to see that. And yeah, I'll finish chomping those. I'll sew around. I'm not going to decide on pockets before I sew around. I'll do that after. And I will, yeah, I could cut these down now so you see which bits I choose, couldn't I? Oh, that's going to go, oh, look at that. The rose is going to go in lovely. Yeah. What I'm just going to do, I know I don't want, I think I want to leave a border, a tiny border, but I'm just going to mark with a pencil where that comes to so I know to cut inside it. Yeah. So our cover is 8.5 by 5.5. So what I'm going to do, oh, that's, I need to go higher than that pencil mark because, did I? Oh no, I did go just down to there. So I'm going to cut this to 8.25 by 5.25 just to leave myself a little border. Because I want to see that green, I like it. It goes so well with the kit. So I'll just do that, show you what it looks like, and then I'll bob off. And then I'll upload this as part 1, and then I'll come back and we'll do the rest as part 2. Yep, does that sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan to me. I think I want the whole of that stamping. We'll see what it looks like. Do that 5.25 wide. I do want the whole of that stamping, so I'm going to have to rub that pencil. I need to remember that my camera is now directly above me on my new camera stand and stop knocking it into next week. So yes, I've rubbed the pencil mark out, I've cut it. It does look lovely. I will just cut the corners off so you can see it, because you don't get the full effect. Not that it's it's not a Picasso. I've not oh, you don't need to do anything to these papers, they're so gorgeous. Yeah, so look, all I've done is I've cut it down 1/4 inch smaller than the cover. I'm going to pop some kind of book plate on here. Yeah, I may put some ribbon around to tie it, or I may just put holes in there for a closure. So yeah, I'm going to sew that around. I'm going to ink the edges. I think I may just use tea dye, something much, yeah, something lighter than I normally do. Green ink, I can't remember if I said that before I knocked camera into next week. So yeah, when I come back it will be inked, it will be sewn around, and we'll be ready to do some decorating. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.